Okej, atëre, diçka më shumë për periudhën që i përkasin të gjitha këto imazhe dhe çfarë tregojnë për kohën, përveç se për njerëzit. Çfarë tregojnë imazhet për kohën?
Yeah, most of the photographs come from the communist era, roughly most of them between the 1950s and the 1980s, although I do have quite a few before and after those moments. But it's specifically during this communist time that photography was mainly used as a propaganda tool. But here within this, what we call vernacular photography, that's what us photographers call this, found photography, is where you find history. It's undiluted, it's not corrupted by state propaganda or ideology, although you'll find elements within it. So it's more of a documentation of the people by the people. And within the communist framework, I find that very interesting. These are everyday people in ordinary everyday settings, weddings, school portraits, picnics, military service, a lot of people taking photographs before they start their military service, which was like a rite of passage almost. A lot of seaside holidays, in Bregdeti, near Durres, or Saranda. And all these fragments let us see a piece of history through the human eyes that took it, not through the ideology of the state.
Robert, disa nga këto fotografi sjellin kujtime të forta, emocione të forta, të vështira. Si e përballoni ju këtë përgjegjësi?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Radina. It's something I think about a lot. I've been collecting these photographs for many, many years now. I've been traveling to Albania now 25 years. And as a lot of your viewers know, I'm very interested and fascinated in Albania, its culture, its history. And being a photographer, I'm also interested in its photography. So this responsibility is something I think about a lot. These images came from a time that shaped everyone differently. Some are memories that are joyful, and many people have memories that are painful. So my aim was not to judge or reopen wounds, but to try and understand people during this period. I want Fotografitë Humbura to be a respectful place where people can share memories in a caring environment. I ask everyone who visits the Facebook page, Fotografitë Humbura, to write thoughtfully and to remember that every photograph shows a real person, a real life with dignity. So it's one of those things that I've had the images for so long, and I've been wanting to do this on Facebook for some time, but to do it too early would be too fresh in the living minds of the people that are in the images, and to leave it too late means that we wouldn't get the information that we need for these images to come back to life and to tell everyday history. So I ask everyone that visits the page to be very respectful of history and try and write in a thoughtful manner.
Po, ndërkohë ju doni që të identifikohen gjithashtu njerëzit dhe vendet në këto imazhe. Keni të rëndësishme apo jo?
Yeah, it's one of those things that as time goes on, these images become more and more important because they show history. The history of photography, Albania's got a very rich history with photography, and with the Murubi Gallery being one of the central core elements of that. But the history of photography is also, in suitcases under people's beds. It's in photo albums tucked in attics or in the bodrum, in the basement of houses. It's the unfound imagery, the everyday, that really is also the history of photography. So it's important to catalogue these images, to identify the people in them and the events in the images as well, to help understand the greater society during this period of communist history in Albania, which was very controlled by the state. This is one of the few times where individuals can express their everyday lives without the interference of the communist state.